Welcome to our rest day recovery yoga sequence. This type of restorative yoga is unique to what you might have seen in studios before. You may have become familiar with the yin yoga style class, where it's slower paced and we focus a lot on relaxation. We will be getting into yin style postures, and for that, you're going to want to have at least one blanket or towel available to you, and I will guide you through how we'll be using those as props later in the video. But right now, I actually have 3 blankets, and it's okay if they're different sizes, and I have a block available to me. If you don't have a yoga block at home, then just grab a pillow. And it can be a long pillow that is sort of a sphere shape, or it could be square, it doesn't matter. We're just going to be placing it underneath our knees at one point in time. So the most important part is that it's comfortable to create a little lift. If you'd like to pause the video and go grab those props, feel free to do so. To begin, we're going to start connecting with our breath and our mantra. We're going to move our body through some deep stretch postures and holds, and then we will get into our yin relaxation. So join me in a comfortable, easy pose, and make sure that your physical body is as comfortable as possible. That means if you need to rest your back on something, whether it's a wall or having pillows around you, if you need to support your thighs by placing pillows underneath those, please do so. It's more difficult to connect with our breath when our physical body is experiencing discomfort. So take the time now to make any adjustments needed. Join me in your easy pose. Close down your eyes or bring the gaze down to a focused point, and then turn the palms to face up towards the sky or ceiling. Begin tuning into the breath. And whenever I say tune in, I just mean start to notice the breath as it is in this moment, without trying to change it in any way. Just bring your attention and focus to the breath. Start to feel the rise and fall of your inhale and exhale. And start to notice where the breath is beginning. Does it begin higher in the chest? Or does the breath originate from lower in the belly, from the navel? As you notice this, relax the body even more. Release the expectations or any stories or doubts that might limit you in this experience. Just become available. Arrive in the moment. Now allow that breath to drop lower, reaching the navel. Maybe it's even slightly below that, without forcing it. Allow the awareness to rest on the navel. You can visualize a form of light if it's helpful to see something tangible. Or maybe you simply connect with the sensation of your awareness, the knowing within you. We're going to begin Samagrati breathwork technique. I'm going to guide you through it so you can stay comfortable with your eyes closed as I guide you through this with my words. We're going to begin counting our inhale on a steady count. So as you inhale, begin to count upward from 1. 1, 2, 3, maybe you reach 4 or possibly even 5. When you reach the top of your breath, just let it go through the exhale without counting. Try it again. Inhale, finding that count that works for you until your breath feels comfortably full. And then just release on the exhale. Continue doing this 2 more times until you feel like you have found the consistent, steady count for your inhale. Now begin to inhale on that count. Most likely it's a 3 or 4 count. Pause for a moment at the top, and then as you exhale, match that count. Begin inhaling again on your count. And whatever number that is, meet that number with your exhale. Continue doing this. This breathwork technique is balancing. You're bringing balance to the inhale and to the exhale. You're bringing balance to all layers of your body, the mind, the emotions, the energy, and of course your physical body. A few more rounds at your own pace, creating equal parts breath here, equal part inhale to an equal count exhale. On your next inhale, find that count. On your exhale, match the count, and when you get to the bottom of your exhale, see if you can push your breath out and down by 1 or maybe even 2 counts more. We'll try it together. Inhale on your count. Exhale, match that count. And see if you can press out 1 or maybe 2 counts more of breath at the bottom of that exhale. Inhale again, finding your count. Exhaling, meeting, and then extending the count. As you do this, as you press the breath down, as you lengthen your exhale, you are creating stability in your body. This is a very powerful technique that can be used throughout an entire yoga sequence of increasing the length of your exhale to increase the amount of stability and balance you feel in a moment, in a posture, and therefore throughout your moments. Inhale, find the count. Exhale, meet and lengthen the count. One more time. Now simply allow your breath to return to its natural, effortless pace. Your eyes can stay closed, or you can gently start to flutter the eyes open when you feel ready. Again, the Samabhrati breathing technique is very powerful. You can always return to it. You can even pause this video and repeat it as many times as you would like. If you'd like to practice on your own, set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes and engage in this breath work before bed and when you first wake up. We're now going to start moving our body through asana postures. So inhale, lift the hands overhead, creating length and expansion through the side body as you pull the navel in slightly. Exhale, press the palms down towards the ground as you release the tension through the shoulders, tenting the fingertips on the ground or mat. Take another breath in and exhale. From this posture here, we're going to create a cat-cow sensation. Inhale, you're going to press the chest out slightly, and as you open through the throat and heart. Exhale, you're going to tuck your chin, round through the back, reducing the space between your chin and chest. Inhale, open through the chest, press the heart wide. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Now you can begin to integrate the hands on the inhale as your chest opens and your gaze reaches to the ceiling. You can press those hands slightly behind you. Exhale, turn the hands facing each other. Exhale, tuck the chin round the spine. Bring the palms to face one another as if you're going to hold hands with yourself. Continue doing this. Inhale, pressing the belly and chest out and open, creating a heart opener and expansion. Exhale, tuck, round, bring the hands together to touch. As you go through this flow with your own breath at your own pace, allow the sit bones to stay rooted into the ground by pulling the navel into the spine, always staying connected and strong through your seat. 3 more times at your own pace, creating the opening and the deep, stretching, rounding sensation. Couple more. As you do this breath to movement experience, just feel the body, feel the sensations, close the eyes down, and release the expectation, the story, the narrative of what it should look like. And then bring the hands back down to center. We're going to come into our quadruped position, hands and knees pose, or tabletop, whatever you know it as. Pressing the palms down into the mat. Knees are hips distance apart, tops of the feet are pressing into the ground. We're going to press the weight into the left hand. Inhale, lengthen the right arm. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. And on your exhale, you bring the two in to touch, again, creating a deep rounding sensation through the back. Inhale, lengthen and stretch, pointing the toe. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, crunch in. And again, lengthen. And pull it in. Last one this side. Pull it in. Bring the knee and palm back down. We go right into the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the left hand. Lengthen through the right leg, pointing the toe, dropping the shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, create a deep connection between elbow and knee. Inhale, lengthen again. Close the eyes down and just feel. Feel your breath guide this movement. I'm going to quiet down 4 more times at your own pace. And when you're ready, join me back in our quadruped position. Tucking the toes under, coming into a down dog. Bending the knees deeply as needed, taking the feet wide if you're very sore and tight through the hamstrings. Bringing the torso as much as you can onto the thighs, creating an A-frame sensation. Stretching it out here. Now inhale, lift the right leg slightly. Exhale, bring the right foot between the 2 hands in a low lunge posture here, pressing the left palm into the carpet or mat as you lift and twist into a side lunge. Now make sure here that extended leg doesn't sag. You ignite through the thigh, lift the heel high. Make sure that heel's not drooping or dropping back. Lift, ignite. Pull the shoulder away from the ear, creating this deep stretch, creates a stretch through the bent leg glute, as well as the psoas and hamstring of the extended leg. Holding here. As you hold these postures, a lot might come up for you. Emotionally, mentally, you might just want to come out of the posture altogether because you feel a deep sensation. It's in that moment that you are releasing the soreness. You're releasing all that's built up. So stay in the posture, close the eyes, and take one more breath cycle anytime you feel you want to come out of pose. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, drop the hand back down, framing the foot. Now take that right hand inside the foot, toe heel, that foot out to an angle. So I have my bent knee now on a diagonal angle, and I'm going to drop the extended knee down, pressing the top of the foot into the ground. At this angle here, my foot either stays stamped to the ground or I allow it to roll as if my ankle is rolling and I'm now on the knife edge of my foot. Inhale, lift, pull the shoulders away from the ears, take the palm of the right hand and press it into the inside of that right knee, creating a deep stretch throughout the outer hip, inner thigh, and the psoas muscle on the opposite leg. If you have any wrist sensitivity, you can come into a fist position, or of course, put a pillow or blanket beneath your hand for additional support. Holding here. Connecting with the depth of this posture. If this feels easy for you, you can take the hand down and practice moving on to your forearms. This just intensifies the stretch that you'll find here. Now remember, every body is so different, and every body has a unique set of needs every single day. So really try to notice, what does my body need? Try different variations of postures. Don't be afraid to try. And also, don't get caught in comparison. Allow your body to receive what it needs today. One more breath cycle in, and release. On your next inhale, begin to walk that foot back into the center of your body, framing the foot one more time. Tuck the toes of the long leg and push back into a down dog, opening the hip wide, creating deep mobilities, hip circles, and coming high onto the ball of the left foot here. Holding it here, stretching it out for as long as you need. And then dropping the foot down. We have Siri talking to us on my Apple Watch here. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bringing that foot between the hands. Our hands are framing the foot. Dropping the knee down for a moment. Creating the lift. And then start to walk the hand out. Back into that lizard position. We'll come into our lifted, twisted lunge afterward. Coming back either with a foot stamped onto the ground, knee at a diagonal, or cutting onto the knife edge of your foot, pressing into the inner knee. As you lift, pulling the navel into the spine. Again, any support for your wrists as needed is perfectly okay. If this is feeling stable, comfortable, then you can play with moving on to your forearms. Holding here, listening to your body, connecting with your breath. And remember, hard work doesn't necessarily always mean going as fast as possible and charging forward. Sometimes it's hard to take it slow. Sometimes it's hard, especially in our culture and our society, to take a break and feel okay taking a break. And the truth is, when you do this deep restorative work, it's actually not even a break. It's recovery. You are still working the body. You're doing it in a way that is supportive to you at this time. One more inhale. Exhale, start to walk that foot back into center body, framing the foot once more, coming into our lifted lunge. So tuck the toes, extend the right leg long, 90-degree angle with the left foot. Press the right palm into the ground or mat as you twist and lift. Now remember, your right thigh is ignited, strong.
creating a deep twist. Inhale, reach those fingertips higher towards the sky. Exhale, twist from the navel even deeper, holding here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bring the hand back down, framing the foot. Gently releasing that knee behind you, tucking toes back into down dog. When you're ready, lifting, bringing circles into the hips. You can move forward and back, whatever intuitively feels good to you. And then when you're ready, join me on your knees. This next posture is a heart opener. It will be done from our knees. If you have knee sensitivity, feel free to place one of your blankets down beneath them. Your feet can be parallel behind you, or you can bring the big toes to touch. So my hips are parallel, facing directly forward, but my big toes might be touching. From here, we're going to inhale, lift hands overhead, pulling the navel in towards the spine. And as we exhale, we bring our hands into a goalpost position, looking slightly upward, creating a heart-opening expansion and a gentle back bend. Inhale, lift, bring the hands facing each other, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, bring those arms down into goalpost as you open through the heart, gently gaze upward and bend through the upper back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, ignite the quads to help support your low back here on the exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull navel to spine. Glutes are squeezing as my chest is opening and my upper back is bending. You've got it. Moving at your own pace for the last 2. And when you're ready, meet me back, hands in prayer position on your knees. Coming into a camel pose. This is our last active posture before we move into our restorative yin work. If camel is new to you, I'm going to get you through this in a way that is safe, but I also want you to trust yourself and listen to your body. Again, your feet can be parallel behind you or the big toes can come to touch. Either way, press the tops of the feet into the ground, ignite through the thighs, squeeze through the booty, tuck the tail slightly, pull the navel into the spine, all those checks that you know now. And you're going to slowly take the hands to the glutes as if you were putting them in your jean pockets. Now, once they're there, press into the low back. So we're not right on our glute, we're at the low back, the sacrum area, as if we're putting our hands in our pocket. Now just inhale and start to open through the chest as you allow the shoulders to gently drop back. Your gaze is up towards the sky. We're not craning the neck or letting it flop. We're just gently expanding here. Exhale, come back to center, lifted, neutral spine. We're going to try that again one more time slow. Exhale, you just allow the shoulders to reach back towards one another, squeezing the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes and the thighs, pressing the hips forward, and maybe you find a deeper bend this time. Good. Exhale, back to neutral. If that's as far as you're comfortable going today, that's beautiful. If that felt stable, if that felt right in your body, we're just going to deepen the exhale, deepen that bend even more. Inhale, lift, ignite through the lower body. Exhale, begin to drop the shoulders down, squeezing the shoulder blades, pressing the palms into the sacrum as you create a deeper bend, maybe eventually relaxing the head and allowing the gaze to fall behind you as you keep pressing those hips forward, protecting the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once more Exhale once more. On your next inhale, start to lift by pulling the navel to the spine, squeezing through the thighs. And come back down to your carpet or the mat. It's a very powerful cleansing posture. You might be feeling a lot of sensations showing up. If you ever become slightly dizzy coming out of that posture, just sit upright for a moment. Don't allow yourself to fall forward, okay? We're now going to set up for our restorative series. So go ahead, take your blanket that you found. We're going to roll it up. And again, maybe you have a pillow. This is what's going to go under our knees in just a moment, okay? So it's going to slide right here. So I've rolled my blanket to the height that I like. Again, if you have a long pillow, then that's perfect. Now take your second blanket or towel, and you're going to open it so it's long, and we're just going to roll it into a long cylinder. As you can see, I've unfolded a bit, and you can see that I'm just rolling it so it comes out to be, again, a cylinder, but it's longer than maybe my pillow or the other roll I made, and this is actually going to be as long as our spine, okay? That's why we want it the longer length. Now, maybe you have another pillow. Again, maybe you have a yoga block. I'm gonna have this for my head. This part is optional. Some people don't like having the lift there, okay? So part of getting into this restorative work is you have to make the adjustments that you need to find what's really comfortable. Feel free to pause the video and make any adjustments as you need once we get into the position itself. So we're coming into a fish pose, which means once you have your towel or blanket long ways rolled up, you're going to bring your sacrum to the edge of it, and you're just going to walk your back along the length of it, okay? And all this is doing is creating a gentle opening through my heart. Okay, now right away, I can bring my pillow underneath my knees. This just creates more support here. Okay, now as you can see, my head is resting on the block. Some people prefer to have a drop for their head. This intensifies the opening across the heart, and that is what we're looking for, a gentle heart opening stretch. If you have another blanket, pillow on hand, you can add it in as you see fit. Perhaps you like to have a higher lift through the knees. Perhaps you want a higher lift for your back. You can double up, creating greater height, which will increase the chest expansion. Again, pause this video at any point to find your desired position. When you're ready, join me in fish pose. As you relax here, allow the palms to face up towards the sky or ceiling. Allow the feet to just fall open. Connect with your breath here. As the heart gently opens, there's a very gentle heart expansion. If you feel like you need more expansion, as I mentioned, you can roll up another blanket and place it underneath your spine. Just relaxing here. Holding this position. Here we're going to actually start a guided meditation. So close your eyes down. You can just listen to the sound of my voice. This meditation might feel like something you have experienced before, which is by many people called a body scan. So we're going to bring our awareness down to our toes. You can begin visualizing light on the tip of your big toe, each big toe. Just take a moment to connect with that awareness, that attention. as you start to see that light, as you visualize this light on your toes, this light is going to move all the way from those toe tips to the top of your head. And as we move the light along our body, we're going to squeeze, creating a tightening sensation in the part of our body that the light is moving over. I will cue you and guide you through this. So beginning with the toes, bend those toes as you start to see a ray of light moving over the toes, squeezing the toes, and then relaxing them. Moving the light to the tops of the feet and the bottom of the feet, squeezing the foot once more, creating tension there. Deep, deep squeeze and then release. The light comes to the ankles, squeezing, tightening through the feet, and relaxing, moving to the lower legs. The whole lower leg and foot tightens and squeezes as you visualize light on the lower leg, the whole lower leg, and release. The light moves to the thighs. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the lower legs, squeezing together, tightening and relaxing. The light moves to the pelvis, the glutes. Squeeze the glutes, the thighs, the lower legs, the feet, the toes. Squeeze it all together, tight, 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 and release. Moving to our fingertips, bending those fingertips, creating a fist with our hands, squeezing tight, 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 and relaxing. Tightening through the forearms, just feeling the energy build there, holding it here, squeezing through the hands as well, the fists, and release. Tightening through the upper arm, the forearm, and the fist. Holding, squeezing, tightening, and release. Moving to the torso, the low belly, mid belly, upper belly, forearms, hands, and upper arms, tightening and release. Now take a moment, we're going to connect with light from our toes to our fingertips, seeing your whole body covered with light from the neck down. We're squeezing toes all the way to fingertips with a relaxed neck. Here we go, tighten the toes, the feet, the shins, thighs, glutes, hands, forearms, upper arms, and chest. Squeeze it tighter, hold it here, and relax. Inhale one more time. Inhale, squeeze everything tight, staying relaxed through the neck, squeezing the toes, feet, lower legs, upper legs, glutes, torso, arms, wrists, and fingers. And on your next exhale, release and relax. Going to tighten through the shoulders without shrugging them. And we're going to tighten the upper back. Inhale, tighten the shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades close together, tightening through the upper back. Exhale, release. Whole body here, keeping our head and neck relaxed. Visualize the light through your body as you tighten, squeeze every bit of you, keeping the jaw relaxed. Holding it here, squeezing tighter. As you squeeze, feel the energy building within you. And trust that on the exhale, we're releasing all the dense energy that we don't need within us. Squeeze deeper, hold tighter for one more inhale. Exhale, release through the mouth and relax. Allow the breath to return to a steady pace. Just connect with the body now. How does the physical body feel at this point in time? Stay here in fish pose for as long as you would like. If there are any other variations of this posture that you know and feel drawn to try, you can use them now. Stay in this posture for as long as it's comfortable to you, even after this video ends. Remember, restorative yoga is about feeling the deep connection to the body, feeling the deep sensation of those sore muscles, of the tight parts of our body, and staying in the posture long enough that we feel the release of that tension. Feel free to engage in these postures for as long as you would like, as long as comfortable to you, and make sure you drop any questions or reflections in the comments. We would love to be hearing from you. Have a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.